A Palm Desert man is stuck in a property tax nightmare. He sold the land to the city of Palm Desert in 2002, but now a decade later, the county says he still has unpaid taxes from before he sold that property.
He asked KMIR-6 to investigate. KMIR-6's Angela Monroe has the story on this decade-old tax dilemma.
Robert Scott sold this land to the city of Palm Desert more than a decade ago to become a park.
Later that year, we received a notification that taxes were due on the property.
But Scott says he paid the final property taxes in escrow.
I did make a call on them and spoke with someone, and they said it was all taken care of.
After that, Robert Scott didn't worry about the tax issue, thinking it was over. More than a decade later, he got a notice again, however, about this property that he sold to Palm Desert, Palma Village Park.
When we received notification that liens had been placed on all of our properties, now and in the future.
What had been a little more than $100 tax had ballooned to nearly $2,000 in penalties and interest for the last decade.
It was hard to believe, quite frankly.
For half a year, Scott has been trying to fix the tax dilemma.
I then went to the city of Palm Desert and spoke with the powers to be there. And they were very sympathetic, and they've done a marvelous job in trying to correct this situation.
The city of Palm Desert told me, yes, Scott paid all the final property taxes in escrow.
Unfortunately, there was a minor adjustment that should have been credited to the county for those property taxes that were due basically for 18 days between the time that January 1st and January 18th, when we still did not own the property. So we collected the property taxes. At the time, we should have forwarded those over to the county.
In March, Palm Desert tried to fix the problem by sending a letter and check to the county treasurer.
We actually forwarded some funds to accommodate the property taxes that were due. We have not received a response from the county yet.
Scott wants this decades-old mistake fixed.
There are liens on everything that I own. It isn't just a particular piece of property, but every piece of personal property or anything that I might purchase in the future. So I'd like this taken care of before it's too late.
Well, we have good news for you, Mr. Scott. I contacted the county last week. On Monday, I heard back from the county treasurer. He told me they spoke with Palm Desert earlier in the day. The city has a small balance left to pay, but the interest and penalties will be dropped. And for Mr. Scott, the treasurer told me the liens will be removed from his properties and he will owe this tax no longer. Angela Monroe, KMIR 6 News.